Hello everyone, it is Destroyer back with another Transformers Earth Wars video. This time round we're taking a look at time trap designs. That's where the defender tries to waste as much of your time as possible to get to the headquarters to take it down. Here we have my previous design on the screen, and as you can see I'm forcing the attacker to go through my high level walls, which does take quite a long time, as well as they do have to attack everything in the south before most bots will move to the north to take down that headquarters. So if you do lose quite a lot of bots, chances are that the attacker may run out of time, which is quite common against these high level bases. So the idea here is to put as many defenses in the south as possible to take down as many bots as possible to prevent them from taking down that headquarters in time. Now in the north there I do have two defenses at the headquarters, and this was to prevent Sharkticon attacks. A Mark III Sharkticon battle boost could take down a headquarters by itself, but with those two defenses there that can be prevented. But recently we did have Deathsaurus and Star Saber added, so this is now an issue since those bots have very long attack range. The ability does shock everything in range and does high level of damage too. So as you can see here, Deathsaurus is easily taking down these two defenses and reaching the headquarters, so be careful with your design there. So I'm going to show you some other attacks now in Zone 12, and we're going to attack some time trap bases. Let's run through the bots I'm using here. 7,000 power, have Firefly, which can almost take down a maxed mortar for a headquarters 14. I have Strafe, which does a lot of area damage. It's my most powerful bot there. Jumpstream I mostly use for triggering off the outposts. And Arcee is my other warrior. I use that as a bullet sponge. So that's the frontline bot, taking most of the damage. Then we have Cliffjumper, which is very good for taking down buildings over walls, since that is very important against these time bases. So I do have two range troops for that. Alpha Bravo is the other one, and that's also good at taking down beams, the beam lasers. And lastly I have Wheeljack, which is very good when you're using 3-star bots, because you do need to keep them alive throughout the entire battle. If you run out of time, if you lose too many bots, you won't have enough DPS to finish the base. So let's head in and check out the first base I get matched with. It is Zone 12. Commonly you get bases between 1500 experience and 2000. So this one is a medium difficulty. The experience pretty much is indication of how difficult the base is. It's like a total amount of all the hit points of all your buildings and walls. So here we don't have a very good design here, I must say. You could use Optimus Prime to jump up to that headquarters at the back, but I don't have that on me, so I'm going to do the full attack. So we have some high level defenses here. It's like a maxed headquarters 13. Fortunately my Firefly can handle that. But my biggest troop here is Strafe. I'm going to clear those buildings at the back. In these honeycomb designs you really need to watch out for those buildings in the middle of the design. They are difficult to get to, so I often use abilities to take that down. So here I'm going to try and get Strafe up to those mortars, using ability to take down the beams, and the missile is also good to take down early. There's very good range, so I'm using Strafe to take down the mortars. They're prime targets, and since they're quite exposed at the north there, Strafe should be able to take all of those down. If not, I can rush in there with Jumpstream and also trigger off those outposts. They are very deadly. You don't want to let those outposts target the bulk of your troops, since they could be using something like orbital strike or something like that. It's quite deadly. So another problem here is your troops may split up, so hopefully your warriors can stay in front of your gunners. If they get taken down, you can be in real trouble against these designs. If I do have spare ability points, I typically would use the rocket barrage to attack over these walls. It really saves your bots a lot of time attacking through them, so it is quite important to have a couple of gunners to help you out with that. So it's very important that you keep your warriors at the front, since these defences are quite difficult to take down. You might get stuck attacking through walls. Fortunately I still have 5 troops there, and that should be enough to finish this base off. So it's quite common to see storage around the headquarters as well. That really delays your attack. And as you see, the headquarters was the very last building taken down with 30 seconds left on the clock. Now I'm having an easy to medium base here. Really depends on the defense levels. So similar design, not honeycomb, but it's a time trap base here. Have to attack quite a lot in the south before reaching the headquarters in the north. But this isn't a great design. Optimus Prime can reach that at the back, but I only have a 2-star Optimus Prime, so it's not in any of my teams. So once again, using Strafe to clear the heavy defenses like the mortar, the beams. If you can somehow attack the buildings to make your troops head north, that would really benefit you. Sometimes the troops can head north early, and it's quite common that around the headquarters there's not many defenses too. So once, like I said in the last attack, I like to use Jumpstream to trigger off the outposts. Jumpstream's ability also blocks a lot of the damage too, so he does last quite a long time. And it is quite helpful to take down the defenses and other buildings in the middle of these designs. That saves you having to attack through so many walls. The high level walls will take you a long time to get through, delaying your attack significantly, especially against the really high level walls. Maxed HQ 15 has 16,000 hit points. So you really need to go with the big DPS bots. Air bots have a lot of DPS, gunners too, the warriors not so much. So 45 seconds remaining. Just need to worry about the headquarters there, but there's nothing defending that. Like I said, Sharkticon Mark III could have taken that down by themselves. You just need to deploy one bot in order to drop the battle boost, and that would have been taken down, so be careful of that. Last base, another similar experience here, so it shouldn't be too difficult. If I was up against a high level base, it could be quite difficult for my 3-star bots. So like mine, old design, there's a couple of turrets up there. Very high level walls here, so it can be very time consuming to take all this down. So my focus will be getting those buildings inside the walls with the abilities. So I'm going to find a good place for Strafe.
Deploy!
I think that mortar at the north will be the best, since it's got a lot of heavy defenses around there to clear out. There's not many things around it that's going to distract Strafe. I try not to let Strafe out there too long by itself, because it is cutting in on the time. I think I spent 15 seconds with Strafe alone. But sometimes it can be beneficial to wait, since you do reduce the damage taken by your other troops. And I did manage to take down quite a lot of buildings with Strafe there. And that also allowed me to filter my bots down south and all stick together. That's another benefit there. You need to try and predict which way your troops are going to move. You need to keep them together, especially keeping the warriors at the front. So there are some upgrading defenses here. So I was lucky there. 2 mortars. So I can concentrate my abilities on the shock tower, which is hard to get to, as well as even those cannons. So I did aim a little bit off there to help take the cannon down. Now it's just a race against the clock, and in this case I do have plenty of time because I didn't have to worry too much about these walls. So with a honeycomb design you are better off making it a little rounder and harder to get to the middle. And these turrets aren't going to be any issue for me. I have a full squad of 7 bots, including my Strafe, which can really take down that core. All those turrets would get taken down pretty quickly. So you see him aiming with the rocket barrage between those two. It's very powerful, can take down a whole clump in one shot. I hope you found these attacks useful. I will post some more time trap attacks in my next video using another squad of bots. That's all for now guys, bye!